Good evening, Northeastern friends and families. Let me start by asking you all a question. If you were a color, which one would you be? That's the kind of question that's so interesting to me. There are endless perspectives on what part of the color spectrum we as individuals fall on. As many colors as there are, whatever color you believe yourself and those around you to be, they all share one commonality. They work together. Colors aren't simply one note where you can see that something is clearly red or purple. There are infinite shades and tones that are all put together to create what we perceive to be a certain color. Without that aspect, the world wouldn't be nearly as vibrant as it is. I think that applies to all of us here too. Without each of you standing here, the world would be much more dull. Like colors, all of us and the community we created within these 4 years are the key in making the world a brighter and better place. Throughout my life, art has been my passion. Any margin of space on an assignment was littered with doodles, and all of my free time in class was spent drawing all kinds of faces. I used what I had to create. With that in mind, I believe that there is art in everything. All of us gathered here today are, in a sense, artists in our own way. And as artists, we are now entering the stage of our lives where our brushstrokes become more individualized. With graduation upon us, we realize there aren't any more guidelines for us to follow. And for most of us, that sounds scary. But that also means that we can paint whatever we want. We can be whoever we want. Sure, there will be mistakes. We're brand new adults with the entire world in front of us. It's bound to happen. But Bob Ross always said that mistakes are just happy little accidents. We can find the beauty in things that go awry and make something better of them. Now, circling back to answer the question I asked, I think as the class of 2026, we are red. As a color, red symbolizes strength, love, and boldness. Together, we faced things like the pandemic and had to suffer being cooped up in our houses for what felt like forever. Some of us, myself included, used any excuse we could to get out of the house. But we came back stronger. Despite this challenge, we reunited with our friends and continued our journey through life. It was love and perseverance that brought us back together stronger than ever. We all represent red. As students, we are blue. Much like the deep ocean, we faced a lot of turbulence and challenges upon entering high school. Joining Northeastern High School as a freshman was nerve-wracking for many of us, feeling almost like a big wall of water was holding us back. As we grew and adapted, though, we conquered the waters until they transformed into something calmer and easier. In that respect, we represent blue. As graduates, we are green. Like little plants rooted in the dirt, we are still growing. To underclassmen, we might have looked like the top dogs, but some of us are scared for what lies ahead. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay to not have everything figured out just yet. That's why we're green. We're gonna get there soon. As friends, we are yellow. Yellow is the kind of color that represents warmth and comfort, almost like the sun on a beautiful day. To those we cherish, we bring smiles to their faces and give people something to look forward to throughout their school day. Maybe you hated your 5th period math class, but your best friend being there made it something to look forward to at least a little. That right there is your yellow. As young adults moving on, we represent white. I think white makes for a good send-off color, as it represents the peace and the positives of moving on. The absence of color on a white canvas shows that there is still room for us to create the path in our lives that we want to follow. There's still so much room for us to add the colors we want to add. It's just that now it's without the guidelines. We have taken those guidelines, the lessons we have learned, and the skills we have cultivated throughout these 13 years and warped them into something more, something so uniquely our own. We are not grieving this loss, but rather embracing it openly. We all represent white. So, let me ask you again, if you were a color, which one would you be? We are now holding our own paintbrushes, and as we venture through this journey called life, I can't wait to see just what masterpieces we create. Good night, and congratulations to the class of 2026.